Hello, rising 6th grader. You're just a rising 6th grader. Oh, it's so cute. It's your first year in middle school. I'm running out of intro ideas. Anyways, hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Asantua, and today, if you read the title or you saw the amazing thumbnail that I made, you know that I'm going to give you some tricks and tips how to make it count while making whipped coffee. So let's get started with the whipped coffee. I'm not giving y'all tips yet.
Whoa. I just saved you from having to watch 30 seconds of me telling you the recipe of the whipped coffee when you could just see the recipe of whipped coffee right here. It's going to be on the screen for like 2 more seconds, so screenshot it. And back to you.
Buckle up, get ready. Yeah, history's gonna be made here, I promise. Number 1. Oh yeah, cramming in the night before does not work past 7th grade. Just doesn't work. You're gonna have to actually study at least 2 or 3 days before your test. If it's an exam, study a week before. You do not cram in for those. Number real one that I actually wrote, upperclassmen will not notice you unless you either introduce yourself, you make a big impression, or you're like in the same sort of hobby or club or something. What I mean by this, I'll go into each little thingy of introducing, big introduction, and the other thing. So the other thing, which is being in a club, like, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, if you're both on the same soccer team, they're bound to know you, especially if you're on like the same team. Like, if not by like buddy, then just like, oh, Kyle, pass me the ball, or something. Like, I don't know. Introduce yourself. Just introduce yourself. Like, say, hey, I'm da-da-da. This is my friend da-da-da. I recommend especially doing it with friends. You get more done in a quicker amount of time. And try to be friendly. We'll get into that. And then, like a big impression. Like, I don't know, you did something really funny. Like, you tripped and fell in front of everyone. Like, that's how people will know you, as a kid who tripped and fell. Now, of course, I'm not saying don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't do anything like, don't vandalize the school, and then everyone finds out it's you, and then you're like, oh, but this girl on YouTube told me to I didn't tell you anything. I just said make a big impression. I specified don't do anything like that. So don't blame me. So yeah, upper class will not notice you unless you introduce yourself. I just realized I have to speak over this, so I'm using my theater voice now. Upperclassmen will not notice you unless you introduce yourself, you make a big impression, or you're just in the same sort of like club. Number dose. Figure out everything. I've been heard this all summer. Figure out everything before 6th and 7th grade.
6, 7.
Figure out, like, what I mean by this is like figure out how you study proficiently or effectively. Like, oh, do I need to study 2 or 3 days before? How do I study? Do I study with flashcards, a study guide? Like, not just studying, of course, but like, that's all I can think of. But you know, just figure out everything before 6th and 7th grade, because I promise you, you will not have time during 8th grade. You will not, unless you have like nothing to do and like you're in like really light work classes. Anyone who tells you, oh, the entirety of middle school is just for you to figure out what you're gonna do in high school, they are a liar. Do not believe them. 6th and 7th grade, that is when you figure out stuff. 8th grade, it's sort of like a pre-test run, sort of like a test run of high school, you know, like, oh, does this help me? Does it not? Like, you don't want to still be figuring out stuff, in 8th grade, you know, that's just like a test run. So yeah, figure out everything before 8th grade. Number trace. I don't take Spanish, I take sign language. Number trace. I know everyone's saying this, but it's really true. Don't get into drama. It's just not good for you. It's just really unnecessary. It just makes you annoying, especially if you're the one who's instigating the drama. Like, that just makes you really annoying and nobody wants to hang out around you because they're like, oh, she's going to start something with me. Again, I know everyone's saying this, but don't get into relationships. It's not gonna work, I promise. Like, the longest I've seen someone is like a year and like a month. And then they ended like super dramatically and the entire grade is like fawning over them. It's also just unnecessary and might distract you from like schoolwork. Because, again, school is for learning. Shocker, I know. School is for learning. But anyways, moving on. Number 15. That's 15, I think. There's cinco. Numero cinco. Is that name? Whatever. Numero cinco. Being like the dumb friend or like just being like, oh my gosh, I can't learn anything, I'm so dumb. That's not cute or quirky. People are just not going to ask you for help. Like, it's unnecessary too, because like then people are going to be not expecting much from you, and you don't want people to underestimate you. You know, that's not good. If you actually just are that dumb, don't be. You know, like, ask for help. Say, hey, I don't understand this, or like go in for help sessions. You know, your teacher, do Khan Academy. Ooh, forget that. Cut that out of the video. Actually,
We can afford that.
Really? Well, good thing I have infinite money. Enter money right there. That says infinite money. Because we have infinite money, therefore, we can cut that out of the video.
We don't have the budget for that either.
We don't have the budget for that either. This sucks. Okay. Goodness. Do we have the budget for anything? Can we, like, add music?
It's been running.
Oh, it's been running. Okay, well, let's get back to the video. Number uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. CS. Being like that person who like can't keep secrets and like advertising it, that's also not cute or quirky. Like if you're like, guys, I can't keep my mouth shut, I can't keep a secret, that's not a flex. I used to be that person in like 5th grade. Wait, stay with me. If you advertise that you can't keep a secret, guess what? People aren't gonna tell you secrets because they don't want you to tell them. It's crazy. I know. If you say that you can't do something, people aren't going to expect you to do that. It's Einstein. I know. Yeah, it's just don't be that person who can't keep their mouth shut. And if you actually can't keep your mouth shut, just keep your mouth shut. Just keep your mouth shut. Do I need to explain that, or are we good? Good? Okay. All right. Numero siete. Make friends and join clubs. You know. Let's start from making friends. As my mom always says, you never know when you're going to need someone in the future. And honestly, I feel like I haven't lived a long life, obviously, but like in the years that I have lived, I have found this to be proven true time and time again. You know, it's not always like when I'm 30 and I need a job, oh, can you hire me? No, because I bullied you in 4th grade or something. Like, it can work just 2 years from there. Also just be nice to people overall. That's just a good thing. Should have learned in kindergarten, I fear, but apparently some people don't know that, I guess. And join clubs. You know, that also helps you make friends, because one, you're already in like a sort of sanctioned environment where you're supposed to make friends. And 2, if you join a club that you're actually interested in, you can like talk to them about what the club is about. You know, if you're in the like spring musical, you can talk about musicals. You know, and you make friends that way. Talking to people, I guess. It's a new method. And also just making friends is just a good part, you know? Like, I know I went on a whole spiel, and school is for learning, don't make friends, don't have relationships, but making friends is just good, you know? It's good for your social health, good for your mental health, all that good stuff. Numero whatever. Approach upperclassmen. You know, like, we're literally just like you, but a little more taller, lighter, charming.
Holy Apatron, dude. Let's skip to the main point.
Don't do that again. We're just like you, but taller and older, I guess. But just approach upperclassmen. I promise you, like, some 6th graders approached me, and I was like, hey, like, and we became friends because we had an interest. Like, don't be afraid to approach upperclassmen. I promise you, most of them, at least in my experience, will not bite. And also, the upperclassmen that I've approached, they're like, oh, hi, because we have a common interest. Again, because I was in theater, so.
No matter where you are, everyone is always connected.
Number nueve. Don't be stinky. Practice regular hygiene. Like, brush your teeth twice a day, take a shower at least 1 every 3 days. Before y'all come into my comments saying, Assange, do you not take showers every day? I take twice a day. Don't try me. Do not try me. But I feel like...
Aren't you glad that I just saved you 2 whole minutes of having to listen to me talk about how many times a day people should shower? Yes? Great. The point is, I recommend you shower at least once a day.
I'm begging you. Shower, deodorant, lotion, especially in wintertime, and especially
darker skinned,
or you have eczema. What else? Like, if you don't have deodorant, perfume, or cologne. Or here's a little mini tip, insider tip. If you're like me and your allergies are so bad that like in the morning you cannot handle heavy perfume, what I recommend is using body mist. No, I'll bring in my perfume or body mist. Whoa, how did that get here? Crazy. This is EOS. It was like $12 at Walmart. Inflation, am I right? Ugh. It's vanilla. I've used it when my allergies have been really bad. It's like good. And also, miniature tip inside a mini tip.
You would have had to listen to me explain for 30 whole seconds, basically that you should just moisturize before you apply perfume or cologne, because it'll stick better. You're welcome.
I feel so older sister core. Anyways, the whipped coffee, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. And I was hoping that by I get to halfway point, I should be done. Or not, yeah, done with the whipped part. So I'm gonna keep doing this and I will see y'all when it's done. I'm back. Did you miss me? Because I missed you. The question on everyone's mind is, Santua, did you use an electric mixer? Because the color of the whipped chocolate coffee is a different color from your whisk. How dare you, first of all, and second of all, you would too. This is gonna, I've done this before, it was gonna take 40 minutes, I don't have 40 minutes. So we're gonna do this with an electric mixer. Anyways, let's get a spoon. Anyways, we're going on to phase 2. And the TikTok girl that I learned this recipe from told me to put ice in my milk. Ugh. First of all, but second of all, I trust her. So we're gonna do that before I do my stuff. And this is me, yes, guys. And yes, it is almond milk. Because we're lactose intolerant. We are, yes. It's a little at the top. A little. Alright. Numero, what's it called? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. DL. Okay, number 10. Be nice to the weird kids. Again, as my mother says, you never know. I don't like this consistency. We're gonna get the other batch. So maybe we'll use her to top it off. But right now I feel like we're gonna use her. Yes, I do call inanimate objects her and he. Numero 10. Be nice to the weird kids. Again, as my mother says, you never know when you're gonna need someone in the future. And like, if a weird kid is paired with you in a project, and you're like bullying them in 6th grade or something, they're not gonna want to help you, I fear. Like, call me crazy, but if someone bullies you, you don't want to help them, I feel. Unless you're like one of those like people in animes where like, they're like, I forgive you. You know, even after you bullied me and you sort of killed my entire family and called me an ugly rat and said nobody wants to play with me, I still give you my time of day. And I forgive you. Can we be friends? Unless you're one of those people.
Well, I sure do rant a lot. Moving on.
Anyways, that's your life. I'm gonna let you deal with that. But also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, they're not gonna want to help you. So like, be nice to weird kids. Also, just, I know I wrote specifically be nice to weird kids, but just be nice to everyone. You know, it's just a good person. It doesn't like necessarily matter. And if, in the future, are they gonna not offer me a job because I bullied them? Like, no, just be a nice person. You know, you never know what someone's going through. But genuinely, you don't, and that's why you should be nice to people. Numero 11. Is that it? Or nueve? I don't know. 11. Be friends with good people. And you're probably saying, oh, Santu, what do you mean, good people? Like, how do you know what a good person is? At the very minimum, if they brag about, like, literal crimes, like, oh yeah, I killed my cat yesterday, that's not a good person, I fear. And you should not be friends with people who brag about literal crimes. So, that's a pretty good indicator. This looks so good, oh my gosh. I'm like Gordon Ramsay. Except I'm better, but. CAs. Number 12. Middle school flies by. Like, I was thinking of this in 5th grade, like, oh, 6th grade is like your first year, so no kidding, it's gonna fly by. I was right. Except I can vividly remember my first year of 6th grade, so. And then I was like, 7th grade, you're just in the middle, you're just there. So like, I guess it's just like, you're not really present in the moment, so it's gonna fly by. And then 8th grade, it's like your last year, everyone's like, woo, woo, it's the adrenaline, it's gonna pass by. Which, it does. It does. So, yeah, it flies by like that, so you're not gonna really have like a lot of time to fix your mistake. So if you make a mistake, just fix it on the spot. Just like say, oh wait, I was wrong about that, or like, oh, I'm sorry about this. You know, just fix it as you make it, or like once you recognize you made a mistake. Numero 10. What? No, just 13. Oh my gosh. Please, I'm begging you, be prepared for picture day. It's, oh my gosh, my 7th grade photo, I was not prepared. Somehow I remembered to wear my very special necklace, but I didn't remember to learn how to style my hair. I didn't remember the date. So I was in the car like, oh shoot, what do? I don't have any, I didn't bring my chapstick, I didn't bring anything to look good. And it looks terrible, terrible. my 8th grade picture, I told my parents, okay, we have picture day, da-da-da. I got my hair done. First step, good. I was like, okay, I'm gonna practice my smile in the mirror. I said, okay, that looks decent. I got to school somehow. When I got those pictures, I think, so that's not on me. That's on the picture, or on the camera and the photographer. Blame anyone but me. Ooh, hold on, wait. Addison Rae, what? Okay, hold on. I gotta take a picture of this before I drink it, because this actually looks really good. Oh, you can't see it. Just realized I did all this. Well, okay. So, let me give y'all some tips about how to be prepared for picture day. Number 1, if you're that type of person who likes to get their hair done, like, for picture day, don't do it anything more than, like, a week in advance, because it's probably not gonna stay, especially if you're just, like, getting a haircut, or you're not putting your hair in, like, a protective style, like twists or braids or anything. Like, don't get it a week before. Unless you're, like, one of those people who, like, stands up sleeping, which apparently that's a thing. I made that up, but if it is, here's my source. Fight with the wall, or talk to people who are like, okay, practice your expressions in the mirror. The mirror's fine, but that's like, you know those like Minecraft videos back in the day where it's like noob, pro, hacker, god. That's like, okay, noob is not preparing at all. Pro is practicing in the mirror. You know, that's a good start. Hacker, however, is taking a picture of yourself, like, you know, like, you smile, take a picture, see how that looks. If you don't like it, tweak and revise. However, the god level is, if you're like one of those people who are like a model or something, or you take a lot of pictures in your free time, look at how you smile, try to replicate that. So I did hair, smiling. Make sure your lips are moisturized. Make sure your lips are moisturized, because that camera will not be nice to your lips. Is there any more in this? Yeah, there is. Okay. Anyways, make sure your lips are moisturized, and I don't know when other schools do their pictures, but in my school, you do it during like one of your English periods. So like if you take it during a class period, again, I don't know how much time you have to like go from class to class, but in my school we have like 5 minutes. So like once you put your bags down in your class, of course, go to the bathroom, make sure you look good, make sure your makeup's on well, make sure your hair is on fleek. Is that what the kids are saying nowadays? On fleek. Make sure your hair's looking skibbity riz. Moving on. Make sure your hair's good, your makeup's good, everything looks good. Make sure you're not sweaty as well. Even if you say, oh, I feel pretty sweaty, but I don't look sweaty. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. That flash, that shine will be on your records for the rest of time. I mean dramatic, but you know how it is. Just be prepared for picture day. I'm begging you. Desi Quattro, 14. Okay, I'm gonna separate this into like no, it's mini then miniature then tiny. Got it. Into 2 mini tips. If you're in a public school, learn your style, preferably over the summer before 6th grade. If you're watching this like the night before 6th grade, that's fine. Don't panic. You can do it in 6th grade as well. You know, like I think it's actually pretty well. It's better if you practice it during 6th grade, because you're gonna see like, oh, like school wear. We all know how school wear works. You think you look pretty at home. You go to school and it's like, oh, what is that? You know, like practice, like see what types of styles look good on you and that you like, of course, when that school air hits, because it's not going to be kind. Also, I'll get into that. Oh, that's the next step. But also accessorize well. Now, moving into the other mini tip. If you're in private school, read your handbook, see what you can and cannot do with your uniforms. I don't know if like you have uniforms, but I feel like if you're in private school, you most likely have a uniform. So if you do have uniforms, this goes for anyone who has uniforms. Read your handbook, see what you can and cannot wear, and then once you've done that, see what you can wear. Like, if you can wear dangling earrings, necklaces, bracelets, rings. At my school, you can wear like all that jewelry. I've seen some people wear like leg warmers. I've seen like one girl. She had like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like that feather scarf thing. I'll put it right here. And yes, we can afford that. So for that, thank you, editor. What was I saying? Oh yeah, see what you can and cannot do, and accessorize to your aesthetic. Your aesthetic. I know for me, I'm planning on getting some striped leg warmers, and like I already have these like arm warmers or like a star. It's so cute. Anyways, that's what I'm doing. Figure out your own thing. 5th number, Jessie Singse. No, just Singse. 15. You don't need a 15-step like skincare or like what's that? Makeup or skincare routine, especially if you're like 6th and 7th grade.
6, 7.
Especially if you're like in those 2 grades. You don't need, unless like your doctor recommends it, then do what your doctor recommends. But if you don't, and you're like using 13 different serums on your face, you don't need all that. Like, for me, respectfully, I know my skin's whack, but if I use more skincare, it's gonna be way worse. What I recommend is Bubble. That's a good brand. At Walmart they have, or Target I think, I haven't seen that yet. But I know at Walmart they have like these dry skin kits, sensitive skin. I don't know if they have oily skin, but I've seen acne, in these like little sets. So like they have in the acne set there's a cleanser and then like a serum and then an acne pen. In the dry skin one, there's a cleanser, a moisturizer, and then a toner. I don't know about the other ones, that's all I've had. But they're a really good skincare company, and they set it up in a way where it's like, okay, first you're gonna apply your cleanser, you're gonna apply like this, and that. Then you're gonna dry your face. Like, it tells you how to do your skincare, and I feel like that's really good. Moving on to makeup. For me, I'm a rising freshman, as I said. I don't wear a lot of makeup. Like, on a regular day, I might wear like concealer, eyeliner, and mascara. If it's a good day, I might wear some eyeshadow, or maybe some blush. Maybe blush. I've done that like once, like maybe blush. That's all I really wear. But obviously, like obviously, if you're gonna put on makeup, no matter what it is, moisturize your skin. Step 1, every day. And just moisturize in general. It's good for your skin. And the last one. I really enjoyed our time together. I feel like we've grown as 2 separate people, and I just really hate to see this come to an end. But last step to make your middle school years count. Be yourself. I know everyone's saying that. To make friends that you actually like. You're going to hate your middle school years if you're friends with like, oh yeah, they're the popular kids, at least they won't bully me, but do you like them? Do you like them? If you were to be alone in a room just filled with like double that amount of people, would you be annoyed? If the answer is yes, and you're not like joking like, haha, yeah, I would be annoyed by that. If your answer is a definite yes, you would be annoyed. Might not be the best route for you. I'm not here to dictate your life. I'm just saying, be friends with people that you actually like. It's all good for your mental health as well. But make sure that you're in multiple friend groups. I recommend 2 to 3. I'm in like 3 or 4. I can't remember anymore. But like, it's just good to be in multiple friend groups because here's a little extra tip. In high school, your friend groups will drift apart. That's just natural. There are more people. You'll be drawn to people who are even more like, they align even closer with your values. Like you're not always going to stay with the same people, and that's just life, unfortunately. But I mean, like in 10 years, hopefully you're not saying, I really do regret leaving that friend group because I haven't been in that group yet. I'm not gonna say anything, but your friend group will most likely drift apart. Sorry, I just want to show off my Dalgona coffee that I just made, my whipped coffee, and after I take some pretty pictures of it, we're gonna try it. Be prepared, YouTube. Yeah.
As you can tell, we are in a new environment. I'm not in heaven, I swear. It's just bright outside. But before we go into the next clip, I'm just gonna say it took I'm saving you 10 full minutes by just showing you what I thought about it. Okay, so it's gonna be a little choppy, but would you rather have choppy but quick or long and like smooth? I choose choppy and quick. Without further ado, let's get rolling.
This is my first time trying this, so that's why I'm like so excited. Let's make sure our little thingies aren't going to fly out, when I mix it. Why is it chunky? Guys, okay, let's taste it. Hopefully this isn't trash, or else it's going here. So it just tastes like milk with a hint of like coffee. Honestly, let's. I don't know how to make this more like. I don't know if that caught that. I've learned in the past that I cannot eyeball vanilla. Like that is very strong. 1/2. I could just add one whole, but whatever, it's fine. And splashy. Let's try that again, because yeah, okay. If y'all are gonna make whipped coffee, into the coffee mix, add vanilla extract.
You see her? She's wrong. Don't believe her. You can do one of 2 things to make it seem good or something. You can either 1, add the vanilla extract into both the almond milk and the whipped coffee mixture, or number 2, when you just mix it all together, add the vanilla in. So, back to back.
please add that. And I forgot where I put my sprinkles, but either way, it's too late. But, you know, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, I'm not one of those YouTubers who asks you to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. But you might want to. I don't know what to say. Anyways, I hope these tips come into handy on your first day of 6th grade. Oh, so cute! Just so cute. Your little toy. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. My friends watch this channel. I'm fried, bro. Anyways, I hope these tips worked, and if they didn't, sue me. As I said, I have infinite money.
Nobody's putting anything there.
You see that?
Nothing's there.
We're going to put that in.
No, we're not.
Yes, we.
No,
yes,
we're
we
not.
Are,
You're just such a rat. You're just such a rat.
Don't call me that.
I'll call you anything I want to.
We're going to learn how to edit stuff better.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
Yes, we are.
No,
yes,
we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not, because you never tell me anything. What are you doing?
Yeah, good girl.
You're so weird.
Put that there.
Fine.
As I said, I have infinite money, baby. So, talk to the wall. Talk to the hand. But honestly, if these don't work, tell me. I would love to improve in the future. So, yeah, make sure you don't forget to smile. But have a blessed day / night. I hope these tips work. You're just a little ball of sunshine. You're just a little ball of sunshine, and I hope you know that, and you matter. Do what's good for you.
Hi guys, I'm here to yap for 30 seconds so that YouTube doesn't put those videos that you should be seeing right now during my video, because I don't play with that. So I'm just gonna yap and yap and yap until you eventually get tired and you click one of these 2 videos, or maybe you subscribe. Like, it should be on my face because nobody wants to see that. But anyways, I'm just gonna keep talking until you click on a different video. It doesn't have to be on the screen. It can just be like in the comments or something in that side little box if you're on a computer, down below if you're on a phone or other thing. I don't know. Oh, also TVs. So yeah, it's been 30 seconds. So have a good day.